So I went to see the Hunger Games film on Saturday night, and I'm going to review it for you now. I'm going to start off by saying that I'm not a particularly big fan of the books. I read them a while back and I really liked them, but I'm not like a massive fan. If I'm being completely honest, I think I actually preferred the film to the book. I think the book is really well suited for screen adaptation, and I really liked how they did it. They stayed really true to the story, and I thought all the actors and actresses were amazing, especially Rue. Okay, so the positives. My favourite scene was the scene where the game maker walks into the room at the end of the film and there's the bowl of berries, poison berries on the table. That scene just represents how truly evil President Snow is, and I just love it. I think it's got so much meaning. My favourite funny scene was when Peeta was a rock. I could not stop laughing at that. His disguise was just brilliant. As for the negatives, I really didn't like how the film was marketed. A lot of the publicity seemed like they were trying to advertise it as a teen romance with a love triangle, and I just really think that's not at all what the book's about. Katniss isn't even interested in a romantic relationship. She's only really using Peeta to get through the games. I mean, she's the reason that her family is still alive today, and I don't think she ever wants to be thinking about starting a family when one of her children could possibly end up fighting in the same games that she had to. As Margaret said, I think Hank did an amazing job of explaining what the books and the film are actually about and the meaning behind them, and you should definitely go watch that if you haven't already. I might sound like a sadist saying this, but there was not enough violence in the film. I know they had to cut quite a few scenes out to get it to a 12A rating, but personally I think they should have put the rating up to a 12 or even a 15, because I think that a lot of the things that actually happen in the book aren't suitable for younger readers and younger viewers, and I know that the filmmakers just want to make profits, and I understand that, but I would have liked to have seen more of the atmosphere of the games and the true brutality of it, because to me it just seemed like the careers were on a great camping trip. I didn't think we got a real sense of how difficult the games actually were. And Margaret's already brought this up, but I'd already written this down as a point to bring up: the camera movement. I could not deal with it. I had to look away at points because it was just making me feel sick. I know they were trying to capture the whole like fast pace and action, and I couldn't deal with it. I prefer big like panoramic still shots, and yeah, the camera movement was too much for me. So yeah, I really enjoyed the film. It was great going to see it with all my friends. There was one really hilarious moment in the cinema when Peeta is being interviewed and he says that the person that he is in love with is Katniss, who came with him to the games, and the whole cinema is silent and one person just gasps, and I just could not stop laughing. I was laughing so hysterically. It was such a comic moment. So I'm interested to hear everyone else's thoughts on if they watched the Hunger Games and if they've read the books and what they thought. And who's on Wednesday? I will see you tomorrow. Also, I'm not sure how well you can see this because of the lighting, but I painted my nails for the Hunger Games and they say District 12 on them.